Great. Welcome everybody to this webinar that you join in to hear more about the ESSCA program in the Budapest campus. So we'll be presenting also from there and about the Master in Management. So you join to hear more about this. And we'll go over to the presenters in just a minute. My name is Luc Melling. I'm the moderator of today. And just to explain a couple of the interactive options that you have with us. So first of all, you can say where you're logging in from in the chat, as I see already some people did. But also to emphasize, if you have any questions, please write them through the panel next to it, called questions. And there you'll be able to, we'll be able to get back to you at the end of the session, and we'll answer your questions, hopefully. Also, I'll be opening up some polling questions. So actually, I'm opening it up one right now. Just to get to know you a bit better. For example, what is the most important to you in selecting a university program? So I'm going to open that up. And last but not least, we have a little fun button as well to make it even more interactive. At the bottom of the screen, you see a button called React. If you click on that, you can give a reaction of your choice if you hear something you like, for example, or just to confirm there's an audience. Exactly, great. So thank you for that. And without further ado, let's go over to Gavin Brown. He will introduce himself and his panel as well. Good luck, Gavin.
Thank you. So good afternoon, everybody. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you are from joining us around the world. My name is Gavin Brown. I'm head of the international recruitment team here at ESSCA. I'm based in Angers, France. Today, you're here to join us. We're putting a focus on the ESSCA Budapest campus and the Master in Management on the ESSCA Budapest campus. Today, we're joined by the director of the campus and another member of the international recruitment team. So the director of the campus will speak to you, and also a member of the recruitment team. And we have two members of the ESSCA Budapest alumni that will join us as well. So I will hand over to them afterwards, and we will introduce them to yourself. So from the director, Zsuzsa can say hello. Also, David can say hello, and one of our alumni, William, as well, joining us today.
Yeah, good morning, good day, good evening to all of you. My name is Zsuzsa Gray. I'm the director of the Budapest campus of ESSCA, and very nice to have you all with us.
Hello, everyone. I am David. I work at recruitment also, but here at the Budapest campus too. So if you have questions later on, if you are lost at any part of the application process, or even before, if you have any questions regarding how to get to our place, how to get to our campus, if you want to know anything about Budapest or Hungary in general, then you can contact me later on as well. And even at the end, if you have any questions which might regard my position, then I can help you with all of that as well. You will get my contacts too, so we can stay in touch. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, David. And then we will have William and maybe another alumni that will join us later. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone.
So ESSCA School of Management. So we're a French school established nearly 120 years ago in a city called Angers, France. Today, we have 10 campuses. So just to give you a slight introduction, so we're going to talk about ESSCA School of Management. Then we will talk about ESSCA Budapest, as today is the focus on ESSCA Budapest. I will present the program, and we will leave time at the end for any of your questions, and we are here to answer them. Just after, between the questions and answers, we have time for our alumni that can answer any of your questions and present themselves and see what they're doing at the moment. So ESSCA School of Management. So as I said, ESSCA School of Management, established in France nearly 120 years ago in a city called Angers. Today we have 10 campuses, 6 in France and 4. So what is very interesting about ESSCA, it's a school established over nearly 120 years ago with 10 campuses. So that makes us quite different from other schools, is the fact that we have 10 campuses. We have nearly 8,000 students, 7,800 spread amongst the campuses. We have 22,800, nearly 23,000 alums. And I will explain later, the alumni network for ESSCA is very important for job integration and also internships during the different programs that our students do. We have 3,000 corporate partners. We talk about businesses. As I said, we're 10 campuses. So for example, in Luxembourg, in Budapest, in Malaga, 6 in France, very specific campuses focusing on specific areas. We also have not just corporate partners, but university partners. So we have university partners all around the world because our students may select to do a semester abroad, a semester of study abroad. Also, we have the option for our students to do their 3 years of bachelor, for example, in 3 different campuses, the first year in Budapest, the second year in Malaga, and the third year in Paris, for example. So our students can do a semester also in a university partner around the world. It could be in Berkeley in the United States, Sydney in Australia, South Africa, or stay in Europe in another European university. So as I started off by saying 120, so today we're actually 117. We're going to celebrate our 120th anniversary in 3 years' time. We have a large professional cohort, 461 academics and professors at ESSCA. So to make a focus on our different campuses, 6 in France and 4 internationally, we have 9 total in Europe and 1 in China, in Shanghai. So we have a campus in Budapest, a campus in Malaga, a campus in Luxembourg, which I'm talking to you from today. I'm based in Angers, but I'm speaking to you from the campus in Luxembourg. And we have a campus in Shanghai. The 6 campuses in France, we say in France, no student is more than 3 hours away from a campus. So you have Paris, Angers, Bordeaux, Strasbourg, Lyon, and Aix-en-Provence. We call these city-style campuses. Why? Because most of the campuses are within the city or at the edge of the city and close to all the different amenities and very easily accessible. So Juzo will explain, the director of the campus will explain the Budapest campus. I've been there recently. Very accessible campus in the heart of Budapest on the Buda side as well. A unique European experience with 9 campuses. Also, what I talk about is we're an elite school, an elite business school, 1% of business schools worldwide. What we mean here is we mean that different business schools around the world try to obtain successfully the 3 accreditations, the AACSB, the EQUIS, and the AMBA accreditation. We have all 3 of these accreditations, and we have all 3 for the maximum duration, which is 5 years. So 5 years is the maximum duration before they are renewed, which is very good for our school. So we can so only a small group of business schools around the world. So I'm talking about business schools. So in university now we say it's a business school, part of the business school. Only 1% of business schools around the world have triple accreditation. So international accreditations, they're the 3 that you can obtain between 3 years and 5 years, and we have them all for the maximum of 5 years. Of course, we're a French school. So we talk about accreditations in France as well. So the Grande École means we're a part of an elite grouping of schools. Yes, we are a private school, but the second label is very important for us and very important. Why? Because ESSPIG means we're a non-profit institute. We're a non-profit establishment. There's only a few establishments in France that are awarded this by the minister. And we're one of them, meaning that, of course, with anything non-profit. We don't talk about profits. We talk about reinvesting in academics, reinvesting in research, reinvesting in buildings, reinvesting everything to grow the school. So that's what's very important to us, our non-profit status. So there's a special label in France for only a small number of private schools that are considered fully non-profit. Of course, as I said, we're a French establishment, so of course I have to put the number one, the French, Le Parisien étudiant. So we're classed number one post-bac, but also we're here talking about one of our international campuses. So we're 68th on the Financial Times. So as you see, Financial Times recognition. I spoke earlier about the alumni network. So the alumni network for ESSCA is very, very important to us, and also one of the things that we do differently. So what do we do differently at ESSCA is a lot of schools, students register to the alumni network when they graduate. At ESSCA, students are registered to the alumni network when they join ESSCA. So that is very different to a lot of schools. Why is this very important to us? Because we want our students to have access to the alumni network. We want our students to have access to be able to find their internships if they're on a program that requires an internship. But also the insertion rates, the job insertion rates are very high. As you will see later on at the Budapest campus, it's actually 100% job insertion rate. So meaning, yes, we have 3,000 corporate partners, which is very important. So as I said, I'm here today speaking to you from the Luxembourg campus, which is very big for our finance students, very important. Like a lot of schools, we have what we call a career center. A career center, so we're an education establishment. So we educate, we train our students how to do a good interview, how to write a good CV, how to prepare, how to access all the data, how to improve their LinkedIn profiles, everything. So the Career Service Center is very important to all our students. You'll notice 10,000 job offerings and internships offerings every year. So at ESSCA, we've only 7,800 students. Very easy for the moment. All our students are quite lucky to be able to find internships easily enough and to be able to join the job market once they graduate. So ESSCA, students enter ESSCA once they obtain their high school diploma. So once they finish school, we talk about entering university level education, where a bachelor's degree is 3 years and a master's degree is 2 years. So we have a bachelor's degree, a 3-year bachelor's degree at ESSCA. You have a 3-year bachelor's degree on the ESSCA Budapest campus. And you have a 2-year master's degree called Masters in Management with different specializations. So the Master's in Management on the Budapest campus as well. What we have as well at ESSCA is a 5-year integrated program called the Master in Management. Students will enter in year 1 and finish in year 5. And we have different MSCs and Masters in Business Analytics at ESSCA as well. So on the Budapest campus, you can focus on your bachelor degree for 3 years or your Masters in Management for 2 years. So I'm going to hand over. We're very lucky today. We have the director of the campus here to speak to you about ESSCA Budapest. So Zsuzsa, let me hand over to you to speak about ESSCA Budapest.
Thank you very much, Gavin, and I'm delighted to be able to talk to you about the Budapest campus. May I have the PPTs back? Yeah, thank you very much. We prepared you some slides about who we are and where we are located. Just to let you know a little bit of background about our campus. So the Budapest campus was created in 1993. So we have quite a bit of experience and history in Budapest. And you know, back in time, we were invited to Hungary because back in time, ESSCA was the only school in the world who proposed trainings, programs, specializations on how East meets West. So all interactions, managerial, economic, interactive, business-like, cultural interactions between East and West. So this is why we settled in Hungary, and we keep on proposing high quality education at the campus together with wonderful company visits, together with friendly and student-based programs next to the classes. So Budapest is, if you think of the map, of the world map, you see that Hungary is right in the middle. So at least this is what we like saying, because we tend to see Budapest and Hungary right in the middle. But it's in the middle of Europe for sure. And it's so easy to get to any neighboring countries or non-neighboring European countries from Budapest. This is a beautiful historic capital where you can see, for example, on the picture, you see our parliament, but we could have put any pictures and photographs about Budapest on this slide, because all of the areas of Budapest is so beautiful that we tend, even if we are Hungarians, we tend to go back and back, because it's full of history, it's full of culture and beauty. And just to let you know that we propose a boat tour for all of our students at least once to see the capital from the Danube, because in front of the parliament you can see our Danube River, which links Germany with Romania. So it's a beautiful and long river that we use for cultural purposes, but also for logistics and economic purposes. This is a growing economic hub with many companies from different industries present in Hungary and in Budapest, which gives us the opportunity to organize a huge amount of company visits to our students, where they can discover the strategies that company managers use to have more market share, to make more, to generate more profit. But also we invite company directors to our classrooms where they can share their experiences and share their ideas about how to be successful in the business life. If we can go on with the slides, I would like to talk about one thing that that is very important for me, and I'm sure that it's very important for all of my colleagues who are at ESSCA. So we care a lot about our students, and not only about our students, but also about our colleagues, our staff members who are program coordinators, financial managers, HR managers, but also about our professors, because I think that it really matters if people who belong to ESSCA come to the school with a happy face and with pleasure, and we like being here together, and we like sharing experiences and with each other. Let me concentrate on the student life first. So our student life is vibrant. So if you become a student of ESSCA at no matter what campus, but also at the Budapest campus, you will get a tutor, an adult tutor, who is going to accompany you throughout our whole learning process at ESSCA, who has experiences, academic and professional experiences, who will help you in finding the right internship during your studies, and also because all of our students have to complete at least one international semester abroad, this adult tutor will help you find the right country where you are going to spend your semester abroad. And also if you select, because you can complete this one semester abroad in the form of studying, so you spend one semester at one of the universities of ESSCA, or you can do the one semester abroad in the form of internship. If you do it in the form of studying, then I will have to tell you that ESSCA has 279 partner universities in 56 different countries. So you see that you have a huge amount of possibilities to spend this semester abroad. And this is the moment where you have to follow your dreams and select a country which attracts you culturally, economically, where you speak the language, or you don't speak it yet, but you would like to learn the language of that country. and where you see that your professional career, your professional future is going to be supported by some month spent in that particular country. So you have a tutor who helps you find a good internship and a nice semester abroad, and also which is our next point, who is helping you find your right learning method. You might have difficulties in learning one particular subject, but we want you to find your success in learning that particular class as well. So we are going to help you find the right learning process to learn that particular class with success. So we are not going to force you to learn more, but we are going to teach you how to learn differently that particular subject. Also, we pay a lot of attention on helping you to find your balance. This is why the balance between your professional and personal life. So yes, you come to the school, you study, you get prepared for your professional life, but at the same time, you shouldn't forget you have a private life as well. And you know, if there's no balance, you will be stressed, you will be you will be nervous, you will be tired all the time, and we don't want that. So this is why, for example, at the Budapest campus, every semester we organize a stress-free day where we help students learn how to exclude stress from the life and how to breathe in a different way, how to do yoga, which will help you relax more. And we will propose you coaches who will talk to you about how to exclude stress from your life. We have a wonderful and vibrant international student life because our students arrive from approximately 30 different countries. So if you become our student, you will work with students who come from all different parts of the world, who will have a different learning approach, who will approach the same questions with a different cultural background, with different values. And that is going to help you grow professionally and personally as well, because you will be able to think with the brain of people who come from very, very far countries. And also, as I already mentioned, you will have to complete international semesters, at least one, during your studies. And this is a very integral and very important part of your studies, because we definitely want you to become intercultural and cosmopolitan managers and heads of the company where you are going to work. On the other side, you see some points about your internships, your professional future, your career. And you have to know that at all of the campuses, we managed to create a huge company network where we have companies who propose internships to our students, whose managers come to teach at the classrooms, whose managers invite you to visit the company. And also we work with the companies who give company projects to our students. So if you visit a company, the company director is going to present you a problem that he or she is facing at the moment, and you are going to work on that particular real life problem with your teacher in the classroom. So it's gonna be a wonderful experience to work on real life problems together with the director of the company, together with your teacher. And at the end of the semester, you are going to present your solutions, your ideas to the director. It's fascinating, isn't it? Also, the internships, you have at least 2 internships, which are mandatory in the bachelor program, but you also will have internships in the master program as well. However, if you feel like doing more, we are going to accompany you and we are going to encourage you to do so, because these moments really help you in getting prepared for your future. And also, I would like to tell you that most of the companies who propose internships to our students, and you have our students at the companies, they want to keep them forever. So no matter where our students worked until now, they all got a proposal from the company to stay there, because they see how prepared our students are and what millions of competencies they have when they arrive to the companies. And finally, I would like to mention that due to the well the good formation, the good training, and the good preparation of our students for the careers, all of our students sign a work contract before they graduate. Only those students do not sign these work contracts which are already proposed to them as well, who would like to continue their studies in a master program or in a doctoral program afterwards. So come and join us as soon as you can, because we are waiting for all of you here.
Thank you very much. So let me take over and talk about the Master in Management. So as spoken already, our students can study internationally as well on one of our international campuses or one of our partner universities around the world. So you can see an example of some of the partner universities and one of our campuses and our different campuses around the world, the 4 campuses outside France. So our students can study in any of the 54 countries where we have over 200 partners. So the master's in management. So as I said, a master's in management, a master's degree is 2 years. So we call it, instead of year 1, year 2, we call it master 1 and master 2. In master 1, you will focus on your expertise and prepare your specialization in the first semester. In the second semester, you will do advanced management skills, as well as looking at your pre-specialization. Our students will then specialize in the second year of their masters. Between year 1 and year 2, they have time to do an internship, or some students wish to do a gap year. But the majority of our students continue directly on to year 2 from year 1. It's in year 2 that you will specialize. So you will focus on your specialization, and I will focus on the specialization that you can do on the Budapest campus. And also students will finish off their master's degree by doing an internship as well. So to obtain your master's degree, you must successfully complete all your classes and successfully complete your internship as well. Students have the possibility to do a double degree with one of our partner institutes as well. So between all the different specializations at ESSCA, in second year of your master's, you can focus on international business and management on the Budapest campus. So I just highlighted that there, but there's different specializations taught at ESSCA. On the Budapest campus, we do a focus on international business and management. So I've highlighted this here. We talk about getting your degree, getting your master's degree. Some students wish to do a double degree or even a triple degree. What does this mean? It's very simple. We have partnerships with different schools. So in schools in France, with Centrale Supélec, les Écoles des Ponts, and ESA. So some students want to do management, but they also want to do study wine management as well, something specific. So with ESA, you can do an MSc as well as getting your master's in management. You can get an MSc from ESA in wine and terroir management, for example. Some students want to focus more on the technology side. They can do their MIM and get an MSc in technology and business management as well, for example. They can stay at ESSCA and do one of our MSCs on top of that. They can do a Master of AI, Finance and Data Analytics as well. But students can also do an international, for example, an HEC in Montreal, or Fudan in China, or Berkeley in the United States. They can do in different schools. Their ESSCA degree plus a degree from a partner university. So lots of options open to our students all around the world. The entry requirements to enter a master's at ESSCA is very simple. For students, must have successfully completed and obtained an undergraduate degree. So bachelor's degree. So we talk about bachelor's degree. So an undergraduate degree, you must have successfully completed your bachelor's degree. As we do a focus on the ESSCA Budapest campus, it is taught in English, so you must have an English proficiency test. at a minimum of a B2 level. We accept all the different exam certificates, English exam certificates like the Cambridge, the TOEFL, the IELTS, etc. On our website, you can see the list of the different English certifications that we accept. The application process. So the application process for international students, I consider it very easy and very simple. Students, why do I say easy and simple for international students? Because everything is online. You can do it all online today. You will complete your application form online. So you will apply, complete your application form by filling it in, uploading all the documents that we require. So your CV, your motivation letter, your personal details, most importantly, your academic records. So your academic records are very important. This will be analyzed by our admissions team. If our admissions team consider it a successful applicant, it will go forward to the interview stage, and then you will be interviewed by one of our academics, or depending on the program you select, the head of the program. After that, if you're successful, you will receive a successful welcome to ESSCA admission letter. For all international applications, we close our applications on the end of June each year, so the 30th of June. So each academic year, we close off in June for a September start. So we start classes in September every academic year. We don't have another start date, so all programs start in September each year. We're still in April, so I have this to inform you about is our early bird policy. So students that apply before the end of April can obtain the early bird discount. So the early bird discount at ESSCA is 15% of your tuition fees for the first academic year that you're with us. For the next academic year, for the 2026-27 academic year, the tuition fees are 15,300 for this academic year. So we're very lucky today to have an alumni with us. So I'm going to hand it over to our alumni, William, that is going to speak to you about his experience, where he is today and what he's working, Thank you, William. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you as well for this wonderful presentation. I hope you guys can hear me well.
Yes, we can.
So yeah, I'm William. I'm half French, half Hungarian. I graduated at ESSCA in 2023, 3 years ago. Since then, and even before, because I really want to put an emphasis on what Zsuzsa said, that the work-life balance is amazing. I'm not saying that because I'm an alumni or whatever. I'm really saying this because it is really a great balance that, first of all, the support that we're getting throughout the whole study process. Also, if, as you could see, the alumni network is quite a big one, and there's even a really nice application that you can use, and you can find different alumni around the whole world. And most of the people are using this, and I also reached out to quite a few of them, for example, just out of curiosity about business, or just to network with the other alumni who graduated long before me. But in regards to this work-life balance that we had, for example, me personally, I was always doing the internships, but in the last year, I was also working at the same time, and it was totally manageable, both on the university side as well, and also on the work side. So it was a really good way of, obviously it all depends on your motivation, but it was a really good opportunity to learn throughout also working, and yes. Right now I'm working in an international company where we put together buyers and suppliers across the globe. And I'm currently a team manager of 2 people, which is quite, for other people who finishes, I'm just highlighting experience of management that we got through the university as well. Me personally, I really enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys will have the same experience as I do. And feel free to reach out to me if you guys have any questions also about the city. It's amazing. I'm sitting in an office next to the Chain Bridge, which is one of the best touristic attraction of Budapest. So yeah, I hope you guys will also have this opportunity to see it in person.
Thank you very much, William. And we were here to afterwards, if you have a few more minutes, maybe some of our listeners will have some questions for you. Thank you very much. So if I just move on then to the very last slide. So I have the contact of David, our International Promotion and Recruitment Officer on the Budapest campus. You have his email address here. And if you have any questions specifically for David, you can send him an email. But we're here now to answer any of your questions. Thank you very much for listening to us.
Yes, thank you, all of you already. And that's where I come back in, as we have already received some questions. So we're going to go through them. I just want to highlight a couple of things. First of all, for the people watching the recording, as I know these days a lot of people do, so you can all participate also in the interactions, meaning you can still write your questions as well. We will send them through to the staff of ESSCA, and you can also answer polls, so we can still get you involved. And yes, regarding the questions, so we'll go through them. As mentioned, the question from Arabinda was, I passed my CA in 2012. Am I eligible?
So I passed my CA in 2012. Am I eligible?
Yes.
So maybe I give this to David or Jusa. I passed my CA in 2012. Am I eligible?
Yes, I believe you can still join. If any problems might arise in the beginning, then we are also in contact with the admissions team. And in rare cases, they can also help out and let you know during the process if there is any necessary transition or transferring which has to be done with your results.
Okay. Thank you, David. And just for everybody, David put all his information in the chat.
Yes, thank you. All right, I hope that answered the question, Arvind. Otherwise, let us know. Question from Katarina, what specialties do you have?
So at ESSCA, let me take that answer. So at ESSCA, we have many different specializations focusing on management, finance. For example, you can specialize in finance on the Luxembourg campus. You can specialize in marketing management and different areas of expertise on different campuses. But also, as I said today, we focused on the Budapest campus and the specialization that we focused on the Budapest campus in international business on the Budapest campus. But there are many different specializations that ESSCA offer: management, finance, marketing, etc. So I hope that answers your question, but I can go into more detail if you want to, and you can send me an email. I'll tell you all the different options that our students can take. So what happens is in our Masters in Management, everybody starts off the first semester. It's a common course for everybody before they start their specialization. So students in their second semester of their first year, so as I said, a master's is 2 years with us. So in their second semester of their first year, that's what we call the pre-specialization. So they get a little taste of what they want to do. Some students are not 100% sure of what specialization they want to do. But in the first semester, we give you all the skills because different students may have done different bachelor's degrees, so we bring everybody up to the same level and the same speed. And then in semester 2 is where you start focusing more on your pre-specialization, and in 5th year you will specialize in 5th year. Or as I say, 5th year, after a bachelor's 3 years plus year 1 and year 2 of the master's. But if you want more in-depth detail about courses or different things, you can find it on our website, ESSCA.eu. But you can also send me an email or send David an email, and we can go more into detail depending on what topics you're looking for. If you're looking more on the management side, more on the finance side, more on strategy, business analytics, or different things like that, you can let us know.
Can I just take over for one moment?
Yes,
I
please.
would like to emphasize that so in the Master in Management program that we propose at the Budapest campus, in the first semester, everyone at all of the campuses study exactly the same type of classes to put all of our students to the same level of understanding and same level of experiences. And from the second semester of the Master program, we are building on this solid basis. And as my colleague Gavin said, we are proposing pre-specialization classes and courses. And at the Budapest campus, we are going to propose, or we are proposing the management and strategy pre-specialization, where we are going to teach you all of the possible types of management. And why I wanted to say some words at this point in the presentation is that don't worry if you are in the show business. Don't worry if you are in the engineering sector. Don't worry if you are in any type of sectors which might look very far from management and leadership, because we have to admit that we all need to manage ourselves. So if we are a very successful entrepreneur, if you are a successful singer, if you are a successful dancer, we do have to manage ourselves to be more and more success on the market and to convince our audience and our clients to choose me and not the others, the competitors. So at the end of the day, we all need management skills to manage ourselves, to manage our company, to manage our products, to manage our ideas. And therefore, this is a training which is excellent and perfect and profitable for all of us. And in the second year, we are going to go even further. And as we said, we are going to specialize even further. And why? And because all of the campuses had the right to choose the specialization they would like to get, I opted for the more general one, the International Business and Management specialization, because that is exactly the specialization which is good for all of us, in no matter which sector we want to work, in the healthcare sector, in the engineering sector, in the show business, wherever we are going to be very happy for the knowledge we get out of the program. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Great. And we had a thank you from Catalina already as well, so great to hear. We go through to the next questions. So Catalina had another question. Can I start in the US as well?
So let me answer that. So we don't have a campus in the US. As I said, we have 10 campuses, 6 in France and 4 outside France. So our campuses are in Malaga in Spain, Luxembourg, Luxembourg City in Luxembourg, Budapest in Hungary, and Shanghai in China. So all our campuses are the ones I just mentioned. We don't have a campus in the US. We don't foresee opening a campus in the US. But you're very welcome to join one of our campuses in France, in Europe, or in China. I hope this answers your question.
Okay, I hope so as well. Thank you.
Yes,
there's an
so
addition. Yeah, Katarina's seeing you.
Yes, you mentioned the partner in the US. Yes, so we have university partners in the US, exactly. So you can study a semester in the US, but you cannot start your degree in the US. You will start your degree with us, And if you go to a partner in the US, you will study, but your degree would be with us, and you can go to a partner in the US, of course. So yes, so to clarify the question and the answer, you can study with one of our partners. So you can study for a semester with one of our partners, or one of the dual degrees. So you'll be still with one of with us, and you will go to them as part of your degree, but not starting. Everybody will start at ESSCA. So your first semester of your master's will always be with ESSCA. I hope this clarifies it now.
I hope so
Okay,
as well.
thank you.
Thank you. And we go to the next question. Samira is asking about the scholarships.
Yes, so we do have scholarships for international students. We have up to 30% scholarships accorded to different students. They're all based on academics. So they're an academic scholarship. So the best students, of course, get different scholarships. So we're looking for high quality students to join ESSCA, and we give up to 30% scholarships to different students. To get a scholarship, it's very simple. You don't need to do anything different. It's when you apply on your application form, you tick a box saying, I would like to be considered for a scholarship. So it's in your application process. You tick a box considering, asking you would like to be considered for an academic scholarship. And then your scholarship review will become after the admissions part. So if you're successful after the interview, then the scholarship jury will take place and decide. So you will hear after you're successfully admitted by the jury, before you finally register for ESSCA. I hope my answer is clear for everybody.
I hope so as well. Otherwise, let us know. And question from Nabil, what are the conditions to apply? So I think you went through that, but just to
Yes, so it's very simple. I can say them again. So the conditions to apply for the masters at Budapest, or the masters at ESSCA in general, you must have successfully completed your undergraduate degree. Bearing in mind, some people will want to continue studying directly after the bachelor's, so they may not have completed their bachelor's, but they will apply to us in their last year of bachelor's. So you will have your interview and everything, and you could be conditionally accepted, meaning that we will accept you, saying that you have a place with us on the condition that you successfully complete your bachelor's degree. Also, students may have taken a gap year or different things beforehand, but we're always looking for a successfully completed undergraduate degree. So you must have successfully completed your undergraduate degree, or if you're in the process, if you're in the final year of your undergraduate degree, of your bachelor's degree, you must start interviewing. If you're wanting a September 26 start with us, you applied during your last year, and the only condition is to join us in September is that you've successfully completed the degree. So we know that students will take their exams at the end of the academic year, but they should have all the results to us before the September start. So there's two possibilities. Either you've already successfully completed, or you're in the process of your last year completing. So as I said, we accept applications until the end of June each year. Applications are until the end of June, so the 30th of June for a September start. So we start all our programs in September at the beginning of the academic year, and our recruitment cycle ends at the end of June. So we have a rolling process as well. So we have started interviews all the way back in November each year. So from November till the end of June, we're doing interviews and accepting people into classes.
Okay. Well, that's clarified. Thank you. Question from Katarina.
Very good question. Yes.
I can actually answer that.
Yes.
Yeah, I can answer that because it's a bit different in each country, but in general, we have partners at all of our countries, and in Hungary, once someone successfully applies, the educational organizers contact them, and besides sending them a presentation about life in Budapest in general, how to prepare, how is public transportation, cultural events, things like that, more or less how to count with local prices, things like that. You also get a detailed document with a number of partners who are well-trusted partners since years, who help you find housing in different qualities and prices. So you have a number of choices. Plus, we create groups before the year starts, before the September intake, so students can get to know each other beforehand as well, and they can even rent a place together to make it more affordable. And yeah, most of the housing is nearby the campus, since we are at a very great central location of Budapest. It's very easily accessible. So yeah, in short, this is the answer to it.
Okay. Thank you. Hope that answered that question. There was a follow-up question from Nabil. He's from Egypt. Do I need a visa? He asks.
So David?
I believe you do, but in individual cases, we can look into Egypt as well, and I can tell you a bit more after the webinar if you contact us via my email or the WhatsApp number I sent as well. But in general, we can say that there is usually no problem for students to arrive from Northern Africa. So I believe that you will be able to study here. Egyptian students, I personally know a few as well in Budapest, so they usually tend to get the visa more or less fast compared to some other countries.
And just to answer your question regarding any of the campuses in France, you will need a visa as well. But there's somebody that will help you along with the visa process, but you will need a visa to study in France as well. But we do have students from Egypt studying at ESSCA in France or studying at ESSCA on another campus.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Just want to check in if we had further questions. I think that's all for now. I did have a polling question to the audience. So I was asking there as well. There's a question I saw in the chat actually to the students. Let's go to that one first. Catherine was asking, did he take care of it himself in both Budapest and France? So William, is he still with us?
Yes.
Then it would be great to hear this.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Could you repeat the question?
We don't see you. We don't see you though, but the question I think is concerning housing. If you took care of it yourself in Budapest and France.
No, so I was only because I was studying during COVID, so it was a special case. So I was mainly in the Budapest campus, but since I'm half French, half Hungarian, I was living with my family in Budapest. But there are some, there are really good platforms that can help you find the right, apartment or location, and also there are platforms dedicated to finding people to live with in terms of other students.
Great. Hope that helped out. Thank you. And as I was just saying before, we also had a polling question to everybody else, just to see a bit more about what's missing, what information is maybe still missing, that you still want to hear about. The top one currently is cost of living. So maybe, I don't know if you can provide us some information on that as well.
Yes, that would be very interesting, David. If you could talk about the cost of living in Budapest, or William, the cost of living compared to other campuses, where we would have different levels of cost of living depending on which campus. Of course, Paris or Luxembourg may be a more expensive city than Budapest, but I leave it to the experts on the Budapest campus to explain if Budapest is what type of cost of living they would need to consider.
Yes, so in general, you can say that we have campuses in 5 countries, and within Europe, Hungary is the cheapest. I encourage you to look into some more details online as well. But compared to France or even some part of compared to Paris, I would say cost of living can be around 2/3. In general, housing is way cheaper for rents than, for example, Paris. Groceries are still cheaper as well. I would say around 2/3 to 80% of French prices these days. And Spain is in between Hungary and France, but in general, Hungary is the cheapest within our European ESSCA campuses.
Okay. Great. Well, good to hear. Thank you for that. And with that, we will slowly round off the session. I don't see any further questions, so I think everything is clear. And otherwise, yeah, let us know. You can also reach out again through David, through his email, if he kindly gave it, and also in his in the chat he gave his WhatsApp as well. So do check that out. I also want to to mention 2 more things. Actually, we do have a link here on the screen. I'm going to show it right now, where you can directly be checking out the admission page, and there you can apply as well if you like, but also find other details. So if you click on that, it opens up, and then at your own page you can have a look at that. Also, concerning scholarships, we did some research. We do have a handout we can share with you. You know, these are just general scholarships, but we've just researched some that are sometimes given by, you know, governments and such. So in France, for example, there must be some. So if you go to apps and click on handouts, that's where you can find it. So you can then download that one. So there it is. Yeah. Good. And last but not least, I have a last polling question for all of you, as we like to know how we did. So you can now judge us and give us your grade, so to say. So do let us know. We hope it met your expectations. And otherwise, let us know. And having said that, last word over to maybe Gavin or Shusha. Let us know, maybe to round off the session.
Yes, I would like to say thank you very much for joining us. I think I might give the last word to the director of the campus, because we would like to put a big focus on the Budapest campus. But I would like to thank you very much. I would like to thank the director, thank Zsuzsa, thank David, and thank William for joining us. It's very good to have an alum with us. It's very good to have the director of the campus present today to be able to speak to us as well. Maybe Zsuzsa, if you'd like to close it off and say 1 or 2 words to everybody listening and would like to join ESSCA Budapest.
Yeah, so I hope that we managed to convince you to join us and to be with us. I think you felt that the ambience is quite good. We really try to maintain a very friendly, very secure, and very successful ambience and encouraging ambience at the Budapest campus. So I hope to see you soon with us, and have a very nice afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are, and see you soon.
Great. Thanks, everyone. And indeed, have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.